Have you ever started the day feeling heavy, as if every step was slower, every movement more restricted? Have you ever woken up with the sensation that your body aged overnight? If this sounds familiar, it's because after 40, the body starts showing clear signs that it needs more attention right from the early hours of the day. And the way you activate your muscles right when you wake up can completely determine your energy levels, mobility, and even your mood. But here's the good news. It doesn't take much to turn things around. With just a few minutes a day and 8 carefully selected stretches, you can completely transform how your body functions, not just in the morning, but throughout the entire day. This sequence of stretches is organized from number 8 to number 1, and the reason is simple. Stretch number 0, the last one, is the most important of all. It's a game changer. It has the power to improve not only your flexibility, but also your breathing, mental focus, tension relief, and overall sense of well-being. That's why you should go all the way to the end. Don't skip any steps. Each movement prepares your body for the next. And when you get to number 0, you'll understand why we saved the best for last. Stretch number 8, cat-cow pose. This is the ideal movement to start your day. It's like turning on the ignition key of your body. While you sleep, your spine stays still for hours. This compresses the discs, tightens the ligaments, and stiffens the trunk muscles. The cat-cow is one of the most complete stretches to wake up the spine safely and fluidly. It activates the deep core muscles, improves circulation around the vertebrae, and syncs the nervous system with your breathing. To begin, get on all fours with your hands aligned with your shoulders and knees aligned with your hips. Inhale as you arch your back downward, pushing your belly forward and lifting your gaze. Then exhale as you round your spine upward, drawing your belly inward and pressing into the ground with your hands. Repeat this cycle for 60 seconds. You'll feel your shoulders opening, your hips releasing, and your mid-back regaining mobility. It's the first step to reconnecting body and mind. Stretch number 7. Lying knee rotation. After waking up your spine with cat-cow, it's time to release the tension built up in your lumbar vertebrae, pelvis, and the muscles that support your base, the hips. Lying knee rotation is one of the most effective stretches to restore lower back mobility, activate the deep core, and ease those stubborn morning back aches. It also activates the parasympathetic nervous system, helping your body shift out of the alert and stiff nighttime mode into a more relaxed and functional state. To perform it, lie on your back with your arms open in a cross, palms facing up. Bend your knees and keep your feet hip-width apart. Take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, let both knees slowly fall to one side while keeping your shoulders in contact with the floor. Hold for 20 to 30 seconds, then return to center, take a deep breath, and repeat on the other side. As your spine gains more flexibility, the stretch becomes more fluid, more comfortable, and more powerful. This movement loosens the sacroiliac ligaments, improves pelvic rotation, and activates the oblique abdominal muscles. It's a deep, subtle, and absolutely essential release. And the best part, done slowly, without rushing, it prepares your lower back for a full day with less stiffness and much more mobility. Stretch number 6, hamstring lever with towel. If there's one area of the body that suffers the most from a sedentary lifestyle and aging, it's the back of the thighs, the well-known hamstrings. They become tight, shortened, and often neglected. This directly affects your posture, balance, walking style, and even your lower back function. The hamstring stretch using a towel lever is a safe, progressive, and highly effective way to restore mobility to the posterior chain without straining the spine. To perform it, lie on your back on a firm surface with your legs extended. Use a towel, resistance band, or belt and place it behind your right foot. Hold both ends of the towel with your hands and, while keeping your left leg extended on the floor, slowly lift your right leg toward the ceiling. There's no need to fully straighten it. Go only as far as your body allows without shaking. Breathe deeply. Keep your core gently engaged and hold for 20 to 30 seconds. Then switch sides. This stretch improves flexibility in the back of the legs, protects the lower back, reduces the risk of injury, and even helps improve blood flow, easing that heavy leg feeling. Over time, you'll notice your body responding more quickly, your walk becoming freer, and bending forward, like to tie a shoe or pick something up, feeling natural again. This stretch is especially important for those who sit for long hours or already feel some discomfort in the knees and lower back. Releasing the hamstrings is a crucial step toward freeing the entire lower body. Stretch number 5, figure 4 position. This stretch has an almost immediate effect on relieving tension in the hips, glutes, and lower back. That tight sensation deep in the hip, often mistaken for sciatica, is usually connected to a deep muscle called the piriformis. When it's tight, it compresses the sciatic nerve and completely changes the way you walk, sit, and even sleep. The figure 4 stretch is the best way to release this muscle safely and effectively right after waking up. To perform it, lie on your back with your knees bent and feet flat on the floor. Cross your right ankle over your left knee, forming a 4 shape with your legs. Now, gently hold the back of your left thigh and slowly pull the leg toward your chest. You'll feel a deep stretch in the outer glute and pelvic area. Hold for 30 seconds while breathing deeply, then switch sides. The beauty of this stretch lies in how deeply it works without requiring sharp movements or muscle effort. It unlocks the base of the body, restores hip mobility, and frees the sciatic nerve path. This improves your balance, your strength during everyday squats, and even your endurance while standing for long periods, and more. This release is essential for anyone who wants to train safely, climb stairs without pain, or simply walk with confidence. Do this stretch daily, and in just a few weeks, you'll feel like you're reclaiming space inside your own body. Stretch number 4, lunge with rotation. This stretch is like a shot of life to your spine and hips. It combines a deep stretch of the hip flexors with a gentle twist of the thoracic spine, unlocking areas that are usually stiff from long periods of sitting, poor posture, or accumulated stress. The result is restored mobility, improved posture, and, most importantly, better balance between the sides of your body, something many people lose over time without even realizing it. To perform it, step forward with your right foot into a lunge position. Your left leg stays extended behind you, with the knee either gently touching the floor or slightly lifted depending on your mobility. Place your left hand on the floor next to your front foot and lift your right arm toward the ceiling, gently twisting your torso toward the bent leg. Keep your chest open, gaze upward, and take a deep breath. Stay in this position for 20 to 30 seconds, then switch sides. Stretch number 3. Hip circles on all fours. Few people realize that the hips are the true control center of the body. They connect the trunk to the legs, support the body's weight, and directly influence how you walk, sit, climb stairs, or stand up from a chair. When the hips are locked up, something common after 40, especially for people who spend a lot of time sitting, the body starts to become misaligned. The lower back compensates, the glutes lose strength, the knees become overloaded, and soon pains begin to appear without a clear source. But many of these pains do have a source: stiff, misaligned, and inactive hips. That's where this powerful and often overlooked stretch comes in. Hip circles on all fours. This isn't just a stretch, it's a joint activation. It helps restore the circular motion of the hip joint, which should be natural but is gradually lost due to a sedentary lifestyle, aging, and poor posture. By performing this movement slowly and with control, you stimulate the joint capsule, release deep muscles like the iliopsoas, piriformis, and internal and external rotators, and also activate the gluteus medius, a key muscle for balance and fall prevention, especially in people over 50. To do it correctly, position yourself on all fours with hands under your shoulders and knees under your hips. Gently engage your core to protect your lower back. Now, start moving one leg in a circular motion in the air, as if you were drawing a giant coin with your knee. The movement should be slow, controlled, and smooth, as if you were exploring the natural limits of your joint. Do 8 to 10 circles outward, then the same number inward. Switch legs and repeat. A common mistake here is allowing the torso to sway with the leg movement. Avoid this. Keep your torso firm and focused, and concentrate the motion in the hip only. This will help activate deeper muscle fibers and improve the quality of the stretch. The benefits of this exercise are many. First, it increases hip mobility, which is essential for climbing stairs, walking long distances, and squatting safely. Second, it reduces lower back stiffness, since more mobile hips prevent the spine from having to compensate during movement. Third, it activates the glutes, which are often switched off in people who sit most of the day. When the glutes don't function, the body loses strength, stability, and protection. Additionally, this movement helps improve balance and coordination, which is crucial for anyone wanting to age age with independence and avoid falls. The sensation right after doing this stretch is one of lightness and freedom in the pelvis, as if you had unlocked a gear that had been stuck for years. And don't be fooled, even if you already do strength training, yoga, or walking, this exercise still has its place. It's not just for beginners. High-performance athletes use this activation daily before training. That's because it doesn't just stretch, it prepares the muscles to function better for the rest of the day. And if you feel one side of your hip is stiffer than the other, or if you've ever had sciatic pain, this movement can work wonders. Over time, you'll notice your stride becoming smoother, your lower back less sore, and your everyday movements easier. Expert tip: combine this exercise with deep nasal breathing. Inhale through your nose as you begin the outward movement and exhale slowly as you complete the circle. This activates the parasympathetic nervous system, reducing internal stress and helping to release the fascia, that connective tissue that when stuck limits your mobility. You can use this stretch as part of your morning routine, before intense workouts, or after sitting too long at the computer. With consistency, it becomes one of your best allies for joint health. And if you do this exercise daily for just 2 minutes, you'll notice that hip pain, stiffness, or walking discomfort begin to disappear like magic. Because in truth, your body only needs one thing: quality movement every single day. Stretch number 2, lying thoracic twist with arms open. The upper part of the spine, the thoracic region, is one of the most neglected areas of the human body, especially after age 40. It's located between the shoulder blades, at chest and upper abdominal level, and it's responsible for allowing you to rotate your torso, open your arms fully, breathe deeply, and keep your chest lifted. But over the years, and especially due to modern habits like spending hours hunched over a screen or lying in poor positions, this area becomes increasingly stiff. Thoracic spine stiffness not only affects your posture and range of motion, but also increases strain on the lower back and shoulders, causes neck pain, and can even reduce your breathing capacity. If you notice your shoulders slouching forward, your neck jutting out, and you feel like you're breathing more with your chest than your diaphragm, that's a clear sign your thoracic spine needs attention. And that's exactly why this stretch was chosen. The open book is a passive twisting movement that restores mobility to this region in a safe, controlled, and incredibly effective way. To perform it, lie on your side with your knees bent at a 90-degree angle, aligned with your hips as if you were in a fetal position. Extend both arms straight out in front of your body, palms together. Now, keeping your top leg stable and still, begin to open your top arm toward the opposite side, as if opening a book. Slowly rotate your torso and let your gaze follow the moving hand. The goal is to touch the shoulder to the floor on the opposite side without shifting the hips. Hold the position for 20 to 30 seconds, then slowly return to the starting position. Repeat 3 to 5 times on each side, breathing deeply throughout. This stretch promotes a controlled thoracic twist, which helps lubricate the vertebral joints in the upper body, release the muscles between the shoulder blades, open the pectoralis minor and major, and stretch the spinal rotators. It's one of the most effective movements for restoring rotational freedom in the torso, which is essential for walking lightly, turning safely, and even sleeping better, since thoracic stiffness greatly influences your sleep position. Additionally, this movement is extremely important for those with shoulder pain, as many of these cases don't originate in the shoulders themselves, but rather in the restricted thoracic spine, which prevents the arms from lifting properly and forces nearby joints to compensate. Another important effect, the open book twist also activates the oblique abdominal muscles, which assist in torso rotation and waist stability. When neglected, these muscles lose their ability to protect the lower back during everyday twisting motions, like turning to grab something in the car, lifting a suitcase, or even playing on the floor with your grandkids, and more. By releasing the intercostal muscles located between the ribs, you create more space for the lungs to expand. This improves oxygen flow to tissues, increases energy, and even reduces morning fatigue. Practical tip: before starting this exercise, take a deep breath and observe how your torso moves. After completing both sides, breathe again and notice whether you can expand your chest more, if the air flows in more easily, and if your shoulders have relaxed. The difference can be noticeable even after the first session, and if done consistently, you'll find yourself walking with better posture, less back pain, and even sleeping better. This stretch can be done first thing in the morning before coffee, or even as part of your nighttime relaxation routine. It requires no strength or physical conditioning, just attention and conscious breathing. Over time, it helps unfold the upper body, as if you were literally opening pages that had been stuck together for years. And that freedom freedom that begins in the spine spreads throughout the whole body, improving how you move, breathe, and even express yourself. It's one of the most subtle, yet also one of the deepest stretches in the series. Stretch number 1, bridge with reach. If there's one movement that should be in every morning routine after age 40, it's the bridge with reach. That's because it activates the glute muscles, one of the most important groups for support and strength, while also mobilizing the thoracic spine, improving core stability, and opening up space in the hip joints. And it all happens in a single movement. When you spend a lot of time sitting, your glutes literally shut off. They lose strength and connection, forcing other areas, like the lower back and hip flexors, to do work they weren't meant to. This leads to overload, pain, pelvic imbalance, and stiffness. The bridge with reach reactivates this neuromuscular connection in a smooth, efficient, and integrated way. To perform it, lie on your back with your knees bent and feet flat on the floor, hip width apart. Press your heels into the ground, activate your glutes, and lift your hips until you form a straight line from your shoulders to your knees. At the top of the bridge, take one arm and sweep it in an arc over your head, crossing it toward the opposite side of your body. This will create a gentle twist in your thoracic spine while deeply activating the glute on the opposite side. Hold the position for 2 seconds, then return to center. Do 8 to 10 repetitions, alternating sides. This stretch has an immediate impact on lower back stability, hip strength, and pelvic alignment. The gentle twist also improves thoracic mobility and helps enhance breathing by creating more space in the torso. When practiced daily, it restores the function of forgotten muscles, improves your balance, and prepares your body for more demanding movements, like squatting, climbing stairs, or simply walking with more safety and confidence.